Honorable Nominee, I'm sure you become aware that the new President of the United States, through some executive orders, has been very tough on immigration and all. Obviously, without being hypothetical, there may be Ghanaians in the United States who don't have documents. How prepared are you for possible mass deportations, considering the situation we find ourselves? Share with us some strategies you intend to put in place to warmly see our compatriots safely back to Ghana.
This is a matter that is of concern to a lot of Ghanaians. And since my nomination, I have diligently inquired from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs what the status is. There have been publications that about 6,200 Ghanaians will be affected. But from the brief that has been shared with me from the officials at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, they allay fears that the numbers are not that high, and that currently the official communication the ministry has received from Washington is 156, not 6,200, 156 Ghanaians who face imminent deportation. And indeed, they indicate that about 40 of them have been asked to be, they've asked our mission in Washington to process those people expeditedly to be deported. It's clear that President Trump is really serious about this, his executive order. If you follow what happened to the Colombians, when the Colombian president refused to accept Colombians who were being deported, we saw that immediately President Trump announced trade sanctions, and Colombia has had to retreat. So I think that the strategy that we should deploy as a country is to ensure that our missions abroad extend consular services to all of these persons. They are our compatriots. We must be concerned about their welfare. And if we have to give them legal assistance, that's why earlier I talked about the consular fund. We need to quickly populate that fund. And I'm happy that the distinguished Minister of Finance is here as we work on the 2025 budget. It is a line item I will really be appealing to his ministry to approve, so that we would have a consular fund for the first time, so that that fund will be available, legal support, consular assistance. At least let's do our best so that if they have a case to remain in those countries, they stay. And then if they have to be received by us, it is also done in a humane way that respects their rights. So we are not going to leave them there to struggle on their own. We will let them feel and know that the government of Ghana, the people of Ghana, care about their plight, and that we are doing our best to extend to them consular assistance.
A Ghana card?
Yes, I do.
At what point did you acquire a Ghana card? Can you tell us the dates you first acquired a Ghana card?
I'll need to refer. I don't have it here. I'm on oath, so I have to be accurate.
Do you remember publicly condemning the policy of the Ghana card?
Which aspect of the policy? Can you please?
Introduction of the Ghana card.
I don't recall. I don't recall.
You don't recall?
That.
Okay. That's fine. The Ghana card that you have acquired, do you find it useful, and will you recommend to all Ghanaians who have not acquired Ghana card to acquire one?
I said earlier in response to a question on passport reforms that I'm even seeking to collaborate with the Ministry of Communication so that those who have Ghana card who already have their biometrics in the system should not have to go back to the passport office to take their biometrics, that we need to have our systems synchronized. They have to integrate, talk to each other, and instead of these silos that we are promoting. So clearly, I believe in having a national ID system, and this has been in the works for many, many years. I recall that Professor Mills, President Mahama, and even before them, all governments have played their role in making sure that we have a national ID for our country. So I don't see how anybody will oppose a national ID system.
Honorable nominee, my next question to you, I'll come there. My next question to you has to do with my next question to you has to do with your tax. Now, Yes, honorable member. Now, pay attention to the details thereon. Your 2023 and 2024 tax clearance certificate. Now, on your CV, you indicate that you haven't had any gainful employment in the private sector since you left school, from the CV you provided. The CV you provided, you've done any private work, you've not been in any employment outside of your political appointment. Do you maintain that?
It's not factual. I'm wondering if you have the right CV. Do you have my 10-page CV? Because
Let's do step by step, please.
So that is not factual. You're
Okay, please don't worry. Kindly, since you have perhaps the correct one before you, let's go. Take us to the gainful employment component of your CV.
If you come with me to page 7 of my CV, you see that as a student at the University of Ghana, I was the campus manager of Carrera Computers Resource Center at the University of Ghana. It was above Ekwafu Hall, the Ekwafu Hall JCR, and my mates know that I did employ some of them as a campus manager. This was a campus job. And before that job as well, I taught computers at Cosmopolitan Computer Systems in Koko. Some of my students are here doing national service. I meet them every day. And then we talked earlier about service solutions. So it is not accurate to say that I've never worked in the private sector.
Thank you very much.
So the campus job, you were a full-time student at Legon, correct?
Yes, I was.
This job you were doing on campus was a part-time job, correct?
Yes, I mean, I've always loved to work. Yes, I believe in the dignity of work. And let me also add that during vacations, I took on vacation jobs. My mates will tell you that I was part of the work abroad squad on summer holidays, typically in the United States during summer holidays. So I've always believed in the dignity of work.
Okay, work abroad squad. So share with us the periods that you went to America. Did you take that J1 visa that allowed you to work as a student during that short period? Was that the visa you were on?
I want to believe so because I was allowed to work and I had no issues. We
would want to give you the benefit of sharing that visa with us. We know you don't have it here.
Yes, I mean, I'm happy to share that.
Since you consider you were
very
doing
happy
work
to share
abroad,
that. Yes,
you'll be sharing that with us.
Absolutely.
Okay, can you share with us the various works you did abroad, the work abroad, what specifically you did?
Yeah, quite a number of jobs. One in a hotel called Doyle. I also worked in the dollar shop, and then I also worked in CS. Depends on the year and what openings are available.
Now, in Koko, you say you taught at Nkoko for your national service. National service cannot be described as gainful employment. It's not employment, it's national service.
I never said national service. So in Koko was the 2-year break between secondary school and university. I thought that I made good use of the time. So I joined an uncle who was running a computer firm in Coleman International School. I'm very proud of that job I took as I must have been, what, 19 or 18. So
Which year did you take up?
This must be between 1999. I left Presec in 99. So between 1999 and 2001.
So you mean this was before university?
Absolutely. I've always worked. That's why when I hear people say I've never worked before, I laugh
Sir
at them.
Ablakwa, please pay attention.
No, it's
about
important.
What somebody has said.
No, it's
that
important.
That is not why we... Please.
I believe that's what's informing some of these questions.
Mr. Chairman...
Because that's why I have in my CV, you said
Mr.
that
Chairman,
I've never worked.
The nominee must learn to reciprocate respect.
Honorable nominee.
You should learn to reciprocate
but honorable
respect.
minority leader.
Respect.
If the nominee in his answer indicated clearly that the gap between SS and university, so clearly that will be before going to university. So the question whether it is before going to university for me is unwarranted.
And absolute respect to you. Can you withdraw the word unwarranted? Please. Chairman.
Then let me substitute it to say that it's not needed. Because the answer has been provided that I did that work between my SS and the university. So it cannot be that he completes university before doing that particular work. It is stated in the answer.
Honorable nominee, you referred to page 7 of your CV. Is that where the Nkoko school is stated?
When I referred to page 7, I was talking about Carrera Computers at the University of Ghana. That's what I said.
But this one that you said you worked between 1999 and 2000, you said the 2 years prior to going to university, you did some work, gainful employment. Do you have it on your CV?
No, I didn't think that I should add that.
So I wasn't wrong when I said it was on your CV, and you said...
No. You said I've never worked in the private sector. Carrera Computers is not owned by the government.
Yes, in your...
With all due respect.
In your answer, you brought in this Nkoko school.
Yeah, and work abroad,
which
is all not here.
Yes. So you would agree with me that I am dealing with what is before me, and I can't speculate.
Except that you are not dealing with what is before you properly. You didn't see Carrera Computers and concluded that I had no private sector work experience, which was unfair to me.
Honorable nominee, you said that the work you did, which you did not document in your CV, was gainful employment. My question was anchored on gainful employment. You are saying that you did some work 2 years before going to university, gainful employment. Let us stay there for a while. Let's stay there for a while. This gainful employment, were you being paid salary month on month?
For the record, there have been many gainful employments that are listed here, and so it's important to set the record straight. Yes, I was being paid monthly.
Were you contributing taxes?
My employer was.
Was there SNIT contribution?
I believe so.
Given the opportunity, would you be able to furnish us with those details of taxes that were deducted at source and your SNIT contribution for that period?
Very happy to do that.
Would you take the leave of chairman to amend your CV to include the employment details you just spoke about?
That is if the nominee he decides that he wants to do that. If there is a need, but if there is no need, as a result of which he didn't put it on the CV, so be it. Let me also place on record that for the purposes of taxes, we have the tax clearance of the nominee before us.
Honorable nominee, Savvy, the company that you said you registered and you were the sole shareholder, you said you did some work. You had some contracts, and when those contracts terminated, you decided to fold it up. It became defunct, you said. Now, for the period that the company worked, you executed some jobs. Did you pay taxes to the state?
Yes, I did.
Did you have employees apart from you?
Yes, 3.
Did you pay their SNIT contributions?
Yes, I did.
Did you pay their taxes?
Absolutely.
Given the opportunity, can you furnish this committee with all those details?
I'm happy to do that.
Thank you. Now, between 2013 and now, have you done any work apart from your politics? Have you done any work, and I'll break it down, as in consultancy work that has earned you an income, or engage in some other business that you've earned some income apart from the politics?
Full-time politician.
So you have no other source of income apart from your earnings as a member of parliament?
Well, apart from little savings, investments, and the support of my dearest lawyer wife, as I call her.
Thank you very much. I recognize Honorable Mahama Yarga, a leader, majority leader, for a follow-up question.
Mr. Nominee, is there a job such as a politician?
Well, it's public service, and we receive little compensation for it. So it's more of public service.
So you've been a public servant, serving in specific publicly established offices?
Yes, please.
Can you name some of those offices?
The Deputy Minister for Information office I occupied, Deputy Minister for Education office I occupied, Member of Parliament for 4 terms. So these are some of the public offices I have occupied over the period.
Established under the Constitution?
Rightly so, Majority Leader.
So there's no such thing as a politician, working as a politician?
We work as public servants. I mean, we use it loosely that we are all politicians, but I follow your guidance, Majority Leader.
Yeah.
You know, anyway, fair enough. So, Honorable Nominee,
in 3 minutes, you would have done 2 hours.
on your CV, where did you stay? Where did you write you were born? So you'll be surprised for anybody to suggest that you were born in Afenyo-Markin.
No,
If they
that's
said so.
yeah. I'll be surprised. That's my hometown, but I was born in Accra, in Kolebu.
Now, Chairman, let me, with your leave, nominee, please, respectfully, this has nothing to do with you. I just want to bring a matter to the attention of the chair of the committee and to all of us. Mr. Chair, the rules of the House provides in order 2171 2171, and I read: the appointment committee comprises the first deputy speaker as chairperson, minority leader as ranking member, the deputy majority leader as vice chairperson, and the following other members: A, deputy minority leader; B, majority chief whip; C, minority chief whip;
But it's the same thing.
You've been given one.
It's the same thing.
Wait.
Order.
Mr. Chair, we are standing orders. There are two prints. So the one you are holding with this color, that's fine. Fortunately, I also have the same thing here. The appointment committee comprises the first deputy speaker as chairperson, the minority leader as ranking member. It's the same, don't mind them. It's the same, don't mind them.
Please proceed.
If you are not firm, they will confuse you. I've been in this game for long. You can't confuse me on rules. The deputy majority leader as vice chairperson, the deputy minority leader as deputy ranking member, and the following other members: majority chief whip; B, minority chief whip; and 5 other members selected based on the numerical strength of the parties in Parliament. Two, the chairperson and the ranking member and 2 other members of the relevant subject standing or select committee shall join the members of the appointment committee to consider persons nominated by the president for appointment. Those follows, and I will read them as Chief Justice and Justice of the Supreme Court, Ministers of State, Deputy Ministers, the Administrator of the Judicial Assembly's Common Fund, the Special Prosecutor, and other persons specified under the Constitution or any other enactment.